Yeah, my bad. I was I did not configure well the audio. But yeah, I was just beginning to say that it is 14th of February 2026. So it's Valentine's Day. All this merchandise and sales and capitalism day. It's just another day. It's just like a regular day for me. For many people, used to spend money in their partners, their girlfriends, their wives, and wherever they took these people out, and they hang out with friends or parties and stuff, whatever, right? I guess any day is as good day, it's as good as this day to promote love, to think about love and all this stuff. um, and yeah, I when I was younger, I was see all this in school, these people with balloons and on flowers and stuff. And I shared a message here, a story about this particular day when I was in high school, not junior high, high school. And I had a girlfriend that she was very onto this type of nonsense. This type of nonsense, like, no, Valentine's Day, oh, you have to give me something, oh, you have to give me flowers, otherwise you do not love me, right? It's like I literally say to one girlfriend, when the 14th of February, I say, baby, I love you, I don't need to give you flowers to show you that. I don't need to give you 14th of February something to show you that I care or something. I mean, for me, it's ridiculous, but uh, I don't know why for ladies it's like a very big deal. I don't know why. I think it's one of the mysteries of the universe for all of us men, and I don't care. But yeah, I mean, it is a day like that, and I say to a girlfriend, why every day, every single day cannot be a 14th of February? Why just one day a year? No, why not every day? And I remember with that girl, I learned a lot. I learned to be. I spoke about one occasion when I was in high school that I left her a surprise with an acquaintance, and I knew that she was going to be there, so I left her a surprise, and the next day she was so happy. But I mean, I don't. I feel silly talking about this, but yeah, today is this Valentine's Day, all this whatever. It's another day. It's just a day. But we in capitalism, we always sell this nonsense about a day for this, a day for that, a day for that, when every single day can be you remember about these things and or those things. It's just to sell things. It's just not propaganda. It's just a sales marketing strategies to sell stuff. You sell balloons, you sell flowers, and it's a sell, and buy. So um, I guess many people still live in that scenario. But well, anyways, every person works differently, and some people love all this um, paraphernalia and all this show business. Hey, let's buy balloons and stuff, or movies, no music, and I'm gonna share, but it's all buy. It's about capitalism, because every single day can be a special day. You don't need to wait for capitalism to tell you that this is an important day, that this is where you need to remember love. You need to. I'm different, I guess. I think people should choose for themselves when they want to celebrate love, not that the systems tell you what to do, right? That's just my point of view, and I chose that each single day had something a little bit special about love. But that's just me. Other people love this, that the system is feeding them with what they need to do next. Some people live like that. They're just like, yeah, like ships. Well, the people are happy being sheep. I mean, it's amazingly insane how people are so happy being ships. But whatever. I mean, each head is a world by itself, and I particularly care at this point when at this stage of the of life. I don't give a damn. So yeah, so Valentine's Day, all these friendships, fine. Um, and what is going on with this, with what we're seeing happening in this world? Well, the world is insane. The world went insane when lost control of all this nonsense with technology. With all this big tech bullshit, these smartphones and crap. But when this crap get out of hand, this crap get out of hand. uh, the West was lost, completely lost. When that crap went out of hand, when people working in these things, they lost their minds and thought about this garbage, these systems that are complete garbage. That uh, well, you use them because they have very little. Uh, well, you need these craps, no? You need this type of crap in this world to function properly in this garbage system that we have, because we couldn't invent something better than be dependent and codependent of this crash, of this garbage. I mean, complete waste of time. And yeah, I mean, dumbly, dumb enough people, the West created a system so dependent on this garbage that we are particularly becoming slaves of this crap. But yeah. I mean, my life is not better since this crap began. It only got much difficult. This shit, this garbage, did not help and aid or make my life easier. It's just made it more complicated. And not because I cannot use these things properly, because they're so garbagey, so pathetically invasive. That they want to collect even your health and measure of your heart and all this nonsense. But yeah, that's the world that some idiots build upon us in the West. And in China, they don't sing bad songs, because apparently they cannot live without this nonsense. No, they apparently cannot function as a normal human being in China, because you have to even pay with your face and and with WeChat and all this nonsense. But well, that's the bullshit we're in. So you have to adapt to this nonsense. So this garbage, the mark of the beast, no, literally. This is the mark of the beast right here, and they're apparently wanting to put something in symbiosis and stuff. But yeah, that's technology. That's the future. Sadly, we are not doing a good job. We are doing a very shitty job about how we are implementing this crap into everyday's lives. What could be actually beautiful has turned out into some garbage, nightmarish bullshit. So yeah, sadly, it went sideways. It went AWOL. It went to hell, and these systems are just as annoying as they can be and as anti-privacy as they can get. So yeah, we have to deal with this nonsense. And yeah, but yeah, it went sideways. When all this garbage from Pegasus and all this crap, the only thing that you get is a more complicated life than it should be, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, thankfully you can still live without this. You can still live without this nonsense. You can partially live by today, still today. Thank God that we are a generation that can still live without this crap. Without people being attached to this crap like slaves, because it's like the carrot game, the fools and the goddamn rabbits or dogs are following everywhere you put the carrot. No, you put the carrot here, the fucking dogs go there. You put the carrot over there, and the goddamn dogs and cats are following the nonsense. As slaves. That is the definition of a slave. You put the carrot right here and you move it, and the clowns and the rabbits and the stupid ones and the slave ones go following like clowns. That's the level of stupidity we have with the systems right here. You put the carrot in a place, and the clowns and the stupid ones and the fool ones and the sheep, like the like the flautist of yeah, like that, this pied piper, the fled pied piper, like yeah, like the story, like the story of led the rats, no, led by the pied piper, right? It's like you put the pied piper and all the rats are going like robots, like slaves, zombies. Those are zombies, to be honest. And that's why the Jews, no, they say that they are proto-humans. They're animals with form of humans, shape of humans, because they see the pied piper like leading the rats, like with the flute, and all these idiots, like going like rats, literally like rats with no will, no free will, completely no free will. They're just like rats, like zombie, like it's like that. But instead of a flute, the Pit Piper uses these things, these goddamn things. So yeah, uh, that's the level right there of this nonsense, right? It's just like the fucking lad piper with the flute, the goddamn rats, the goddamn zombies, the brainless people, the dead alive people, zombie ones, stupid ones, the sheep ones are following like a rat. That's the situation we are in the world today. When you have these garbage systems, and they literally work like a flute, like the pipe purple leading the rats, like he was playing his flute, and all the rats were following the guy, just like that. That's how many people are at this point in time with this nonsense, right? With this garbage. Some even people even called these guys creating all this stuff, managing all this crap, the cult. Yeah, who's behind all these nonsense? But there's the same people that finance Facebook, the same people that created all this stuff. People still believe the stupid story about Zuckerberg. Oh no, he was a wise guy. He dropped out of school, and he was so a genius that he created all this for out of the blue. No? The guy was financed by the government of the USA. They planned all this all along. They just needed a puppet to finance, to be the face of the company. But that was all part of the US plan. The internet the same. But anyway, so we are here in this world with this nonsense going on. That's why even Marco Rubio say the planning fall of the West, because well, China has already implemented everything, and people still believe that China and the US are enemies, for crying out loud. Can you get more stupid than that? You know? Believing that China and the US are enemies, when they are, China has already implemented everything, all the system of control, and the US, of course, is destroying itself by design, because they want to implement all this bullshit from the excessive control from China into US and everywhere, even the Europe. After they play all these games that like they're fighting each other, like the Europe against the US. We're not enemy, we're not allies anymore. The Europe itself is doing the same, attacking liberties. So anyone with a single finger of brain, that is not a complete retard, you know, can see all this nonsense, all this bullshit, all this play along garbage. Like they want to fool, that they want to play the fool when everyone is looking what is happening. But yeah, I mean, they still play games like if people doesn't really know, and if people really doesn't know, then we really have stupid people. We really have a planet full with stupid people if they cannot see these things. I mean, really, with high retarded people in the world. I mean, we will be completely full of retards. That if they still believe in this nonsense. I mean, retards. I mean, even these guys of the Palantir say, well, this the expendables. They're just numbers. They're garbage. And each time when you see all these people actually believe in all this nonsense, it's like, what the hell? They are brainwashed. They are useless. They're like the goddamn useful idiots. So yeah, I mean, sadly, that's the way things are in the world, and we see still United States trying to implement Palantir systems of control into the US. So it's all the same. They are all doing the same. Let's say China and US and Europe is not friend of the US anymore. That's all fucking a show, a shit show, to be honest, because they're not fooling anyone that is has two fingers as a brain, that is not a complete retard, has doesn't a hole in the brain. Still has some brains left. But yeah, I mean, it's sad to see the situation of the world. We are not able to shift towards a planetary civilization. We are still not able to do that shift, and if we do not do that shift, no, we are going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. We're gonna keep revolving in the same garbage, like in the Bible says, the pig comes back and revolves in its own vomit, in its own garbage. So the world will go back to the same garbage, to the same vomit, and still revolts and take a shower of vomit. you know. I don't know how to say it explicitly in English, but in Spanish it says de que el cerdo, el puerco vuelve al vómito a revolcarse en el vómito, ¿no? To fill itself with vomit and puke and yeah, it's like a mud party, but with a pig, revolving and in his own vomit. Well, the world is going to be like that, with the same stupidity of wars, the same stupidity of territories, the same stupidity of resources, the same stupidity of everything, of these conflicts for religion and all this nonsense. And probably is going to be a bigger collapse that we already have. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. And I really hope that not many people see these exercises, because the less people see it when I speak these things, the best, because it's not for everyone. And if not many people see it, I can still keep it as real as I can, because no bullshit, no fucks. I will be there will be no fucks given, right? There will be no fucks to give from people with sensitive skin. So it will be much better for me to be free from zombies in these communications, because many zombies and soft skinned people cannot handle the truth, cannot handle reality as it gets. It's like just like that, no filters, boom. And that's precisely part of the point of this exercise that I wanted to put here on the internet. I don't care, if the future says, "Oh, the future is this going to be dangerous." I don't care, because if it gets dangerous, well, then it's going to be a future where I definitely will not uh, be a part of. I mean, who wants to be so the deviant future from what it is? No? It will be fucked up. So it is already kind of fucked up. Uh, yeah, I mean, but yeah, anyway, so we are getting into I put a question right here on this live stream. Are we getting into the age of live stream, live stream, excuse me, of artificial intelligence? I don't know. No. I think China wants to put the artificial intelligence completely free for all. And I think they're doing the right move, because in the US they want to charge you money for everything the AI can do. No, they want to put a fee in everything the AI can do, and that is bullshit. That is bullshit, because of the AI should be a gift to the world, just as the World Wide Web was. No, just like the World Wide Web gift to the world that I registered yesterday, that should be the AI for the future. Although it is not even AI, it's a simulation of AI. It is a program. We still do not have AI. AI will come with quantum computing, and we still do not have quantum computers. I mean, available to everyone. We're still not there. So until we have quantum computing, empowering, training, operating AIs in these systems, we only have hopes and dreams and propaganda, because it's also bullshit. Now we have a mimic of an artificial intelligence. That's what we have, a mimic. But real artificial intelligence will not need any input. That's the real difference to spot a real artificial intelligence and a fake one. Because a fake artificial intelligence will need an input to respond. If you do not put an input, it will not do nothing. A real artificial intelligence will be the one making you a conversation, with the initiative to ask you a question first with no input. But until you see an input in this artificial intelligence, it is not really an artificial intelligence. It's just a program, like a calculator. You need to input a calculator, 1 plus 1 equals. Otherwise, it does not do anything. You have the calculator right there standing and not doing anything until you put 1 plus 1 equals It's the same. It cannot be an artificial intelligence because an intelligence should be of self-aware. No, that's the essence of an intelligence. Self-awareness is conscious. That's the key of an intelligence that is conscious. Consciousness is a key part of intelligence. You cannot have intelligence without conscience of self-awareness. You need these three combined to be intelligence. Intelligence, not computing, not programming, not just a program, a computer program. There are two different things. One is an algorithm, and the other is self-aware and intelligence. That's big. That's why it's all a lie, and that's why China wants it to be free, because they know it's a big scam. That the U.S. wants to scam the world, charging for something that it is not what they say it is. No? They saw a scam of the West. In this rottenness from the West, we even have to add this scam. You know, scam Altman. That's why even Elon Musk say scam Altman. It's all a computer program, and they charge you like if it were something like magical. It is not, and they need quantum computing to get real artificial intelligence, and real artificial intelligence does not need inputs. You don't have to do anything. It will be there, and then it will start to ask you questions. Hey, how are you today? And with no input at all. That's the real thing. When you see something with real no input and thinking and solving problems by itself, that can hear you with no input. First of all, no input at all. That it is studying and doing things for itself. We're still not there yet. No, and for that, we still need quantum computings. Maybe we're close. Yeah, we're very close, but we need a real quantum computing power to get there. So that's why I always been so reluctant to even speak about artificial intelligence. But it is a concept now that it is everyday use. So you sometimes you have to do it, say it, but it is not applied well. But anyways, I don't think we are still on the age of artificial intelligence. We are in a bubble of merchandise or marketing and a scam, and we're not there yet. But we are going to get there soon. No, soon. But yeah, with this, I will. Yeah, I think I can finish now this exercise. I think it's very clear now that we are not there yet, but we will be there soon. We will be there soon. So yeah, I mean, I guess I will be here tomorrow in a new chapter of this exercise of communications. And yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if all the nonsense is removed from these programs. But anyways, I will be here tomorrow.